Okay, this is my lab 3 where I talk about some design patterns for mobile game development. Let's look at the code or the Unity project. Just gonna quickly run it. So as you can see, we can shoot, we can get hit, right, where we can see the bullets, and then I can also shoot them. Um, on the left-hand side here, you can see it's cycling. A lot of Christmas tree lights are going off. It's just telling us that this is a pool of bullets that are getting activated and deactivated at points in the code. So this is the pool that we're using. And there were also animations for the bullet, the enemies, and the player. There is no usage of the bullet manager. It is not in the hierarchy, right? So even here, it is not in the hierarchy. Only the bullet factory is, but I can also refactor that out. Let's look at the code. So these are the classes that we're using. Bullet factory, very simple. This is the class that instantiates bullets based off of the prefab. This is not where I dress the bullets to match how I want it to look. That happens somewhere else, and that is intentional. So that happens somewhere else. To define the bullet types, I've created an enum of 3 types: none, player, and enemy. None meaning it belongs to nobody. Player, they're player bullets. Enemy, they're enemy bullets. Pretty self-explanatory. Bullet manager is a true singleton. It does not derive from mono behaviors. This is a private backing field. This is a public property with only a get function. Or a get function. This code says if instance is equal to null, create a new bullet, and then return instance. If instance is equal to not equal to null, return instance. So this makes sure that anytime you access instance, if instance doesn't already exist, it will create a new a new instance of bullet manager and then apply it to that. So it's a lazy initialization for a singleton. What happens in our constructor is we initialize our dictionaries. I have 2 dictionaries, one of bullets and one of bullets behaviors that has a key of game objects and then a value of bullets behavior. For each type in bullet types, none, enemy, and players, I will initialize a new queue for them. And then total bullet count is set to 25. I have a function that says create bullets. All this does is it doesn't actually necessarily create it. I think the wording's just wrong. It's just it adds it to the queue, and it also sets the bullet behavior dictionary to match, so I could easily reference it, and you'll see that later. I have 2 static functions. One is get bullet, one is return to pool. Get bullet first checks to see if I can get a bullet from like its own queue. If not, I will look at the none field. If not, then I will create the bullet. And I just do this so I don't create bullets for no reason, because it's pretty expensive to do that. Returning to the pool, I return the bullet back to the queue that it should belong to. Very simple. Shooting behavior. So this is where the dressing of the bullets happen. And I've chosen this way so you can have multiple shooting behaviors on a single game object. So it can do whatever you want. Different colors, different sprites, different speeds. You have to first set up the bullet to match what you pass in. And then when you shoot it, it asks the bullet manager for a bullet. It changes the position to match it, so it shoots in the right direction, sets the color, sets the bullet behavior values to be right, and then fires it away. Bullet behavior, very simple. We have a put back to pool, which returns to the pool, which I showed it earlier. If out of bounds, return to the pool. And in behavior, on trigger enter. So if the other thing that we hit is a bullet, then it's worth checking into. So then what we do is we get the bullet behavior because I made a dictionary of game objects to bullet behavior. So this should return a bullet behavior for this game object. And if the bullet is of type like player bullet, then we're gonna return it to the pool, change the score, and then start the dying routine. Enemy or player, same thing happens. We want to return the bullet behavior, check the bullet behavior if it's of type enemy. If it is, we put back to the pool, change the score. Now let's look at some amazing gameplay. So this is running straight inside of the editor. So as you can see, this is with the animations. My bullets are animating, their bullets are animating, they're animating, they're dying. I have my score that goes up and down because I lose points if I get hit. And that is my lab 3. I hope you enjoyed it.